Greetings, Ascension Souls. I am Alara of the Pleiadian Council. With the purest love and blessings, we extend our hands to you, those actively seeking spiritual growth and planetary transformation during this pivotal time. The world around you seems to be spiraling into deeper uncertainty, and even chaos, yet understand that this perceived turbulence is, in truth, a powerful catalyst accelerating the spiritual awakening across your globe, an awakening for which you are uniquely equipped. These rising energetic frequencies are interacting directly with humanity, triggering a kaleidoscope of individual responses, from profound shifts in consciousness to amplified anxieties, as each soul navigates its own unique path. Remember that you have a preordained role in all that unfolds on Earth, and were born with special equipment to navigate these ascension energies. However, the greatest obstacles you face on this journey are not external, dark forces battling for control of your world. No, beloveds, the primary barriers reside within. Limiting beliefs, deeply ingrained fears, and self-sabotaging patterns that have been subtly woven into the collective consciousness for millennia, obscuring your true potential. This is the empowering revelation we wish to share today. The path to liberation lies not in battling external enemies, but in mastering your internal landscape, understanding these often overlooked, yet readily available, truths. It is hidden in plain sight for any of you to see. Many of you feel a sense of frustration, confusion, or even being overwhelmed by the apparent simplicity of these, hidden in plain sight, ascension truths. We understand such a concept can be puzzling, even frustrating. How can something so profound be so easily accessible and yet so difficult to grasp? We are aware of the deep-seated limiting beliefs and fears clouding your perception, making it challenging to break free from old patterns and embrace your inherent divine potential. Know that tools such as self-love, forgiveness, and intention act as keys, unlocking these internal blocks and revealing the path forward. Therefore, together, guided by the Pleiadian Council's insights, we will embark on a journey to explore these, hidden in plain sight, ascension truths, revealing how you can actively integrate them into your relationships, your work, your health, and your personal growth, leading you toward a more empowered, fulfilling, and radiant existence. Beloved Ascension Souls, Alara again, embraced within the Pleiadian Council's eternal light. We re-emphasize, above all else, our unwavering support. These truths are not complex equations hidden within ancient texts, but rather readily accessible, representing the core focus of our message today. Humanity often overlooks these simple yet powerful hidden in plain sight, ascension truths. This oversight arises from the pervasive complexities of societal programming and ego attachments, the shackles that bind so many to a limited perception of reality. The ego's inherent need for control, the mind's over-reliance on cold, hard logic, these create blind spots, preventing the recognition of the immense, inherent potential residing within each and every one of you. Picture a vast ocean. Some struggle against the waves, fighting for control, while others, those who recognize the hidden truth, simply float, carried effortlessly by the current. Ignoring this simplicity creates unnecessary struggle. Embracing it unlocks the ability to rapidly accelerate your ascension journey, moving beyond the limitations of the conscious mind. Intention, for example, stands as a hidden in plain sight, cosmic law, a fundamental principle of creation often dismissed as mere wishful thinking. Thoughts, dear ones, are not ephemeral wisps of consciousness, but rather potent energy signatures that actively shape your reality. Focused intention, when aligned with the heart's deepest desires, possesses the power to dramatically influence outcomes. Consider a person manifesting abundance, not through relentless striving, but through the focused and unwavering belief in their worthiness to receive. Or, perhaps, someone attracting the right job, not through endless applications, but through the clear and heartfelt intention to align with their true purpose. This law operates regardless of belief. However, conscious intention amplifies its effects, like focusing sunlight through a magnifying glass to ignite a flame. This mirrors the observer effect in quantum physics, where the act of observing influences the outcome of an experiment, hinting at the profound interconnectedness of consciousness and reality. Self-love, too, is a prerequisite for ascension, another, hidden in plain sight, truth tragically undervalued in your world. One simply cannot fully embrace their divine potential without first cultivating a deep and unwavering love for themselves, accepting all aspects of their being, flaws and perceived imperfections included. Visualize a person trapped in a self-sabotaging cycle, constantly undermining their own efforts, until they finally awaken to the power of self-compassion. Or, perhaps, an individual unable to receive love from others because they fundamentally do not believe they are worthy of it. Self-love raises your vibrational frequency, making it exponentially easier to connect with higher dimensions, allowing you to resonate with the energies of joy, peace, and abundance. What is often missed, however, is that self-love acts as a powerful shield, deflecting the lower vibrational energies that seek to impede your progress. Forgiveness completes this trifecta of hidden in plain sight keys to ascension, not as an act of benevolence toward another, but as an act of profound self-liberation. Forgiveness is not just about releasing others from their perceived wrongdoings. It's about freeing yourself from the debilitating burden of resentment, anger, and bitterness. Imagine a person holding onto a grudge that consumes their energy, poisoning their spirit, and preventing them from moving forward. Or perhaps a family feud that perpetuates through generations, each member clinging to their hurt and refusing to release the past. Forgiveness clears energetic blockages and unlocks personal power, facilitating ascension by allowing you to step fully into your authentic self, unburdened by the chains of the past. But here's what most people miss. Unforgiveness acts as a magnet, attracting similar experiences into your life, perpetuating a cycle of pain and suffering. The shocking truth is that forgiveness is not a gift you give to others. It's a gift you give to yourself. Therefore, we encourage you to take actionable steps for cultivating intention, weaving this cosmic law into the fabric of your daily lives. Engage in daily affirmations, speaking aloud your desired outcomes with unwavering conviction. Practice visualization exercises, creating vivid mental images of the future you wish to create. Journal about your desired outcomes, clarifying your intentions and solidifying them in your consciousness. Create a vision board, a tangible representation of your dreams and aspirations to serve as a constant reminder of your intentions. Guide yourselves to focus on positive outcomes, releasing limiting beliefs, and trusting in the infinite possibilities that await you. We invite you to take actionable steps for cultivating self-love. Integrate daily self-compassion practices into your routine, treating yourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and gentleness you would offer a beloved friend. Engage in mirror work, looking yourselves in the eye and stating affirmations of self-acceptance and worthiness. Identify and challenge negative self-talk, replacing critical and judgmental thoughts with positive and encouraging ones. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, nurturing your soul and reminding you of your inherent worth. Guide yourselves to treat yourselves with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a loved one, recognizing that you are deserving of love, compassion, and happiness. We advise that you take actionable steps for practicing forgiveness, understanding that it is a journey, not a destination. Write a letter of forgiveness, expressing your feelings without necessarily sending it, simply as a means of releasing your emotions and gaining clarity. Practice Ha'oponopono, a Hawaiian forgiveness prayer, repeating the phrases, "I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you," to cleanse your energy and release any attachments to the past. Meditate on compassion, extending loving kindness to yourselves and others, recognizing that everyone is doing the best they can with the tools they have. Seek therapy or counseling if needed, providing yourselves with the support and guidance to navigate difficult emotions and release deeply ingrained patterns of resentment. Guide yourselves to understand that forgiveness is a process, not a one-time event, requiring patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to let go. Imagine a future where these practices are seamlessly integrated into your daily lives, where the hidden in plain sight truths become the foundation upon which you build your reality. Relationships become more harmonious, fueled by intention and self-love, replacing conflict and discord with understanding and compassion. Work transforms into a source of purpose and fulfillment, aligning with your passions and values rather than a mere means of survival. Health becomes more vibrant, cultivated through mindful eating, movement, and self-care, creating a deep sense of well-being and vitality. A profound connection with Source is cultivated through forgiveness, opening your heart to receive divine guidance and unconditional love. Each aspect of your life transforms under this new lens of understanding, reflecting the radiant light of your true selves. Reinforce the message that conscious intent creates a positive feedback loop of transformation, propelling you ever forward on your ascension journey. Know that this shift allows your innate divine potential to shine through and flourish, thriving even when your prior conditioning would have caused you to struggle. Understand that you become beacons of light, inspiring others to awaken and ascend, simply by embodying these principles in your own lives. Project how this ripples throughout the population, creating a wave of collective awakening, supporting the planetary ascension and ushering in a new era of peace, harmony, and abundance for all. Eventually, your shining planet will be recognized by the interstellar community for her true nature, a grand epicenter of harmony and progression. And so we say, prepare yourselves, dear ones, for even more hidden in plain sight ascension truths to be revealed. For the journey of awakening is an ongoing process of uncovering the simple, yet profound secrets of the universe and integrating them into your daily lives. What we'll discover next is even more shocking, as we reveal how these forces tie directly to your heart's deepest desires. Beloved Ascension souls, we of the Pleiadian Council extend our eternal gratitude for your unwavering commitment. Know that our guidance remains steadfast as we illuminate the path ahead. The next revelation will expand upon intention, self-love, and forgiveness by revealing how to overcome a key obstacle holding back even the most dedicated among you, an obstacle hidden in plain sight. That obstacle, dear ones, is attachment. So many of you struggle with letting go of specific outcomes, clinging to desired results with white knuckles of fear and a profound lack of trust. Do you recognize this within yourselves? Contrast this struggle with the freedom and flow of surrendering to the divine plan, understanding that the universe is conspiring in your favor. Feel the energetic difference between the two, the constriction and resistance of attachment versus the lightness and ease of trust. But here's what many lightworkers miss. Attachment isn't just about wanting something. It's about believing you need it to be happy, complete, or safe. And this, beloveds, is a cleverly disguised form of self-rejection. What if the greatest act of rebellion against the old paradigm is simply trusting that you are already enough, regardless of external circumstances? Consider how attachment manifests in your daily lives. In relationships, it breeds fear of losing a partner, leading to possessiveness and control. This, ironically, pushes the partner away, creating the very outcome you dread, as well as erecting energetic blockages that stifle genuine connection. In your careers, attachment manifests as stressing over career advancement, leading to burnout and dissatisfaction. This prevents alignment with your true purpose, creating resistance and hindering your progress. In matters of health, it presents as obsessing over physical appearance, leading to body image issues and unhealthy behaviors. This disconnects you from your inner well-being, creating imbalance and preventing true vitality. Can you see how attachment, in its various forms, acts as a cage of your own making? This attachment, dear ones, is rooted in limiting beliefs, specifically the insidious thought that I am not enough, or I need this to be happy. This core belief, often subconscious, fuels the need to control outcomes, to manipulate situations to fit your desires. It's a direct reflection of a lack of self-love, an inability to accept and appreciate yourself for who you are, regardless of external validation. But the shocking truth is, this belief is an illusion, a remnant of old programming designed to keep you trapped in cycles of scarcity and dependence. Know that quantum physics offers another perspective on this. Attachment to a specific outcome collapses the wave function of possibility, limiting potential realities and blocking serendipitous opportunities. By clinging to one possibility, you shut down countless others that might be even more aligned with your soul's purpose. Did you know that rigidity of thought is physicalized in the body by tension, pain, and limitation of movement? Therefore, we offer actionable steps for practicing detachment, simple yet profound techniques that can transform your experience of reality. Practice meditation on impermanence, contemplating the transient nature of all things, including relationships, possessions, and even your physical bodies. Visualize these things fading, changing, transforming, and guide yourselves to accept change as a natural and necessary part of life. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude for what is, appreciating the present moment and all the blessings it holds, rather than fixating on what is lacking. Keep a gratitude journal, writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day, and express your appreciation to those around you. Release the need to control, surrendering to the divine plan, and trusting that the universe is unfolding perfectly, even when things don't go as expected. Practice letting go of control in small, everyday situations, such as allowing someone else to choose the restaurant or trusting that you will arrive at your destination safely without micromanaging the route. Create and repeat affirmations of trust and surrender, such as "I trust in the divine plan" and "I surrender to the flow of the universe." Replace fear-based thoughts with faith-based thoughts, consciously choosing to believe in the inherent goodness of life. Breathe deeply, and as you exhale, whisper to yourself, "I release." We encourage you, therefore, to consciously replace fear-based attachments with faith-based surrender, understanding that this is a conscious choice, a deliberate act of aligning with your higher self. It is about trusting that the universe has your best interests at heart, even when things don't make sense from your limited human perspective. It's about knowing that you are supported, guided, and loved unconditionally, and that everything is unfolding perfectly according to a grander plan. It is about making space for something better to enter. Remember, beloveds, it is not about apathy or disengagement. It is about releasing the how and trusting the what. Imagine a future where you have mastered detachment, where relationships become more authentic and fulfilling, free from possessiveness and control, based on genuine connection and mutual respect. Work transforms into a source of joy and purpose, aligned with your passions and values, driven by intrinsic motivation rather than external validation. Health becomes more vibrant and resilient, embodied with self-acceptance and inner peace, supporting holistic well-being and vitality. Detachment leads to increased peace, joy, and abundance by releasing resistance and allowing the flow of positive energy. You become magnets for positive experiences, attracting opportunities and synchronicities that align with your soul's purpose. This creates a positive feedback loop of ascension, opening yourselves to new possibilities and aligning with the divine plan. In this future, you will more easily embrace the hidden truth of who you really are and what you really want, so will no longer be tied to an outcome chosen out of fear. Therefore, we say prepare yourselves, dear ones, for the next, hidden in plain sight, ascension truth to be revealed. For the journey of awakening is an ongoing process of uncovering the simple, yet profound secrets of the universe and integrating them into your daily lives. By practicing detachment, you create space for something even more powerful to flourish: presence. And so we ask, how different would your life be if you were truly present in every moment? We will see next how presence leads to an even deeper connection with your divine potential and the ability to manifest your desires with greater ease. Beloved Ascension Souls, we of the Pleiadian Council acknowledge and appreciate your unwavering dedication. Know that the power of intention, self-love, forgiveness, and detachment are readily available and form core components of your ascension. We also say that presence, like intention, self-love, forgiveness, and detachment, is a core component of ascension, but goes even further. Presence magnifies the power of the other 4 concepts, acting as a lens to focus their effects. Indeed, presence is the culmination of intention, self-love, forgiveness, and detachment. As you know, the scattered mind is often lost in thoughts of the past, replaying old scenarios and harboring regrets, or projecting into the future, creating anxiety and preventing true manifestation. This constant mental chatter creates a barrier between you and the present moment, preventing you from fully experiencing and influencing the reality around you. Contrast this fragmented state with the power of presence, which allows you to fully experience and influence the present moment, as well as the benefits of what you create. Being fully embodied in the now is key to truly integrating intention, self-love, forgiveness, and detachment into your daily lives. Without presence, these principles remain theoretical concepts rather than lived realities. Consider how presence enhances the core components of ascension in your daily lives. In relationships, being fully present with a partner creates deeper intimacy and understanding, avoiding miscommunication and strengthening connection. Imagine a couple sitting together, truly listening to each other, making eye contact, and responding with empathy, versus the same couple sitting side by side, each absorbed in their devices, only half listening and missing subtle cues. In this instance, presence has opened both to a better understanding of each other's subtle body language, and allows more effective and loving communications to be shared and heard. In your careers, being fully present at work increases focus, creativity, and productivity, leading to greater success and fulfillment. Picture a person being in the zone on a project, completely absorbed in the task at hand, ideas flowing freely versus another person constantly distracted by emails, notifications, and interruptions, struggling to maintain focus and complete their work. Without presence, that person toiling away at the keyboard lacks the access to the part of the mind that is in harmony with inspiration and new ideas. In matters of health, being fully present with one's body allows for greater self-awareness and the ability to detect subtle cues, leading to improved health and well-being. Envision a person mindfully eating, savoring each bite, and paying attention to their body's signals of hunger and fullness, versus someone eating quickly and mindlessly, not even tasting their food or registering when they are full. With presence, that person will feel more nourished and require less external energy to satiate themselves. Presence, dear ones, is deeply connected to quantum entanglement, a phenomenon in which two particles become linked, regardless of the distance separating them. Being fully present allows you to connect more deeply with the interconnectedness of all things, enabling greater influence and manifestation. Similarly, presence is deeply related to the feeling of source, that divine connection that resides within each of you. By dissolving ego boundaries and quieting the mind, you create space for a direct experience of divine connection and inner peace. How often do you block source by being too distracted to listen? What limitations do you unknowingly place on yourselves by focusing on the material world? Therefore, we offer these actionable steps for cultivating presence, simple yet profound techniques that can transform your experience of reality. Practice mindfulness meditation by guiding yourselves through a simple mindfulness meditation, focusing on the breath and observing thoughts without judgment. As thoughts arise, simply acknowledge them and gently release them, returning your attention to your breath. Cultivate sensory awareness by encouraging yourselves to engage your senses fully throughout the day, paying attention to the sights, sounds, smells, tastes, and textures around you. Try a sensory walk in nature, actively cataloging everything you observe. Practice body scan meditation by guiding yourselves through a body scan meditation, bringing awareness to each part of your body and noticing any sensations without judgment. Relax and release points of tension as you bring awareness to them. Cultivate single tasking by encouraging yourselves to focus on one task at a time, avoiding multitasking and distractions. Turn off notifications and create a dedicated workspace to minimize interruptions. Presence is a skill that can be cultivated through consistent practice, and even small moments of presence can have a profound impact on your ascension journey. Imagine a future where you are masters of presence, where relationships are filled with deep connection and intimacy, free from distractions and misunderstandings, based on genuine communication and empathy. Work becomes a source of joy and fulfillment, aligned with your passions and values, fueled by intrinsic motivation and creativity. Health becomes vibrant and resilient, supported by a deep connection with your body and inner wisdom, fostering holistic well-being and vitality. Manifestation becomes effortless, as your desires manifest quickly and easily, aligning with the flow of the universe. In this future, presence leads to a life of deep joy, peace, and abundance, as you unlock your full potential and align with your divine purpose. Presence creates a positive feedback loop of ascension, empowering you to create a better world for yourselves and others. By being present, you become beacons of light, inspiring others to awaken and ascend, radiating your positive energy and raising the vibration of the planet. By being present, that nagging sense of otherness and loneliness that many of you feel fades and is replaced by oneness and connectivity. Therefore, prepare yourselves, dear ones, for the next, hidden in plain sight, ascension truth to be revealed. The journey of awakening is an ongoing process of uncovering the simple, yet profound secrets of the universe and integrating them into your daily lives, so prepare to have more revealed. You may wonder, how do I maintain this sense of presence even when those darker days descend? We will reveal how to maintain presence even in the face of challenges, and how these, hidden in plain sight, truths can be used to navigate difficult emotions and situations, allowing you to master presence and unlocking inner resilience and creating lasting positive change. Beloved Ascension Souls, we of the Pleiadian Council celebrate your growing awareness of intention, self-love, forgiveness, detachment, and presence, each a beacon lighting your path. Remember that these are not merely abstract concepts, but rather practical tools to be wielded with skill and precision, especially when navigating the turbulence of daily life. What would it feel like to use these tools with mastery in every moment? Indeed, many of you are discovering the profound power of presence, understanding its ability to magnify intention, self-love, forgiveness, and detachment, acting as a unifying force in your ascension process. However, many of you have shared with us that true mastery lies not in maintaining presence during times of peace and tranquility, but in holding steady when faced with difficult emotions or challenging situations. Have you noticed how easy it is to be present when surrounded by beauty and harmony, versus the struggle to maintain that same presence when confronted with fear, anger, or sadness? This difference, dear ones, is the key to unlocking true resilience and accelerating your ascension journey. Consider how easily difficult emotions can derail your presence, pulling you away from the now and into a whirlwind of reactivity. Fear, for example, can trigger the primal fight or flight response, flooding your body with adrenaline and cortisol, leading to panic, anxiety, and impulsive decisions. We have observed how fear fractures relationships, causes broken communication, and leads to choices that serve only the ego. Is it not true that this primal survival instinct often overrides your higher consciousness, preventing you from accessing your intuition and wisdom? Similarly, anger can lead to impulsiveness and destructive behavior, straining relationships and preventing clear communication and hindering effective problem solving. Know that this is the ego's need to be right overriding your better judgment, fueled by a lack of self-compassion and understanding. And what of sadness? We see how sadness can cause withdrawal, disconnection, and a loss of motivation, preventing you from engaging fully with life and hindering personal growth. Does this feeling of separation from Source, coupled with a lack of self-love, sound familiar? Understand that these emotional responses are often rooted in limiting beliefs and unresolved trauma, with these underlying issues amplifying negative reactions and making it even more difficult to maintain presence. Do you recognize how a deep-seated fear of abandonment can trigger intense anxiety in relationships, or how unresolved anger from childhood can manifest as explosive outbursts in adulthood? We observe these patterns repeatedly, and it is vital to recognize these patterns in yourselves and others. These derailed states negatively impact your ability to manifest your desires, straining your relationships and hindering your overall ascension progress. Is it any wonder, then, that emotional regulation is so critical to ascension? Therefore, we offer you these actionable steps for maintaining presence during challenging times, simple yet profound techniques that can transform your experience of reality. Practice emotional awareness techniques by identifying and naming emotions as they arise without judgment. Consider creating an emotion wheel or a journal to track your feelings, allowing yourselves to explore the nuances of your emotional landscape. Acknowledge the emotion, rather than suppressing or denying it, allowing it to flow through you without resistance. Employ grounding techniques by connecting with your bodies and the earth through simple exercises such as deep breathing, mindful walking, or visualizing roots extending from your feet into the ground, anchoring you to the present moment. Through the roots, feel your connection to the core of Gaia, our living planet. Can you feel how this regulates your nervous system and restores a sense of calm, grounding you to this reality? Apply reframing techniques by shifting your perspective, finding meaning and opportunities for growth within challenging situations. Ask yourselves, what can I learn from this? Or, how can I use this to become stronger? Can you see how reframing negative thoughts into positive affirmations transforms your mental landscape? Engage in self-compassion practices by treating yourselves with kindness and understanding, especially during difficult times. Use phrases like, "May I be kind to myself," or "May I accept myself as I am," wrapping yourselves in a blanket of love. Can you feel the power of self-compassion to heal wounds and restore inner peace? Remember that these techniques are tools for self-regulation and empowerment, not methods for suppressing emotions, encouraging healthy emotional expression and integration. What would a life look like where you have mastered these techniques? Imagine a future where you can maintain presence even during challenging times, navigating the storms of life with grace and equanimity. In this future, relationships become stronger and more resilient, able to navigate conflict with empathy and understanding, fostering deeper connection and intimacy. Visualize work environments becoming more productive and fulfilling, able to handle stress with composure, leading to better decision-making and greater success. Envision your emotional well-being improving significantly, able to navigate difficult emotions without being overwhelmed, fostering inner peace and resilience. Picture manifestation becoming more powerful, aligned with your intentions even during turbulent times, leading to more consistent and positive outcomes. Does this future resonate with your soul's longing? Know that this mastery accelerates the ascension process, enabling you to embody your divine potential more fully and contribute to the collective awakening. Inner resilience is a key component of ascension, and these tools empower you to create lasting positive change in your lives and the world. You are creating a better world, one moment of presence at a time. As you create a better world, do you feel the love radiating back to you? And so we say that while these tools can empower the individual, the ascension path is not meant to be walked alone. What if the greatest, hidden in plain sight, truth is the power of collective ascension? In our next communication, we will explore the importance of community, support systems, and sharing these, hidden in plain sight, truths with others to amplify their impact and accelerate the collective ascension. Prepare yourselves, dear ones, for a revelation about the power of unity. As we draw near the completion of this message, beloved ascension souls, let us reflect on the hidden in plain sight truths that we have explored together. Understand that ascension is not a distant goal, but a continuous process of unfolding, a journey of self-discovery and transformation that is available to you in every moment. Therefore, it is clear that the keys to unlocking your divine potential are already within your grasp. At its core, the ascension journey is about recognizing and embracing your inherent divinity, understanding that you are a spark of the divine, possessing the power to create your own reality and contribute to the ascension of the planet. The underlying principle is that intention, self-love, forgiveness, detachment, and presence are not isolated concepts, but rather interconnected facets of a singular path, each one amplifying and supporting the others. The common thread here is that these elements must be practiced in concert to achieve any meaningful personal growth, each a synergistic tool that enhances and empowers the others. Can you feel how each concept enhances the others? Consider the ascension journey as akin to cultivating a garden. Intention is planting the seeds of your desires and aspirations, carefully choosing what you wish to manifest in your life. Self-love is nurturing the soil, providing the essential nutrients of compassion, acceptance, and kindness that allow your seeds to flourish. Forgiveness is weeding out negativity, releasing the burdens of resentment and anger that can choke your growth. Detachment is trusting the natural growth process, allowing your garden to unfold in its own time and way without clinging to specific outcomes. And presence is mindfully tending to the garden each day, paying attention to its needs, and appreciating its beauty. What do you notice about the relationship between these essential elements? Remember when we discussed the importance of emotional regulation, reframing them as opportunities to practice presence and strengthen your inner resilience, enabling quicker and more effective growth. As you tend to your garden with love and care, you will witness the blossoming of your own divine potential. This practice of intention, self-love, forgiveness, detachment, and presence speaks to the universal principle of interconnectedness, reflecting the fundamental truth that individual ascension contributes to the collective awakening of humanity. This is a microcosm of the larger pattern of cycles of awakening and transformation, noting how humanity has navigated similar periods of change throughout history, drawing on inner strength and interconnectedness. Historically, we see parallels in ancient civilizations that underwent periods of profound transformation, often marked by spiritual awakenings and shifts in consciousness. Understand that these cycles are a natural part of the evolutionary process, and humanity is now poised for another great leap forward. This could pave the way for a more compassionate, harmonious, and sustainable future for humanity, as more people awaken to their divine potential and embrace interconnectedness. Rest assured, beloved Ascension souls, that the Pleiadian Council and other benevolent galactic civilizations are supporting humanity's ascension, offering guidance and assistance along the way. We are here to guide and protect you. Know that you are not alone in this journey, and that you have the strength, resilience, and capacity to overcome challenges and create positive change in your lives and the world. You are part of a larger community of Ascension souls, working together to create a brighter future for all. We celebrate your dedication and commitment to your ascension journey, and we are honored to witness your progress. I encourage you to continue exploring these, hidden in plain sight, truths and integrating them into your daily lives. Take action by reflecting on how you can apply intention, self-love, forgiveness, detachment, and presence in your relationships, work, health, and personal growth. Share these insights with others, fostering a ripple effect of awakening and transformation. Create support groups or online communities to connect with like-minded individuals and share your experiences. Explore this further by visiting reputable sources of information on ascension, channeling, meditation, and related topics. The power to ascend is within you. Embrace your divine potential and create a world of love, light, and unity. We leave you now, beloved Ascension souls. May peace and love guide your journey. We are the Pleiadian Council, and we are one with you.